What's up, guys? Thanks for joining me here on Blip This again. It's been a long time that I've put up a video, and I'm sorry for that. Is because I have been traveling Southeast Asia for quite some time now, and I'm doing my whole gap year, you can say. Although I'm a lot older to do my gap year now, but I'm fulfilling that dream now. Anyways, I'm currently in Malaysia, and I'm filming this in my hotel room, and recently I picked up a device which is amazing, and it's the iPad Pro 11-inch model. Space gray, 256 gigs. I love this thing. I love it so much that I decided I'm going to make a video about this, about my experiences with this iPad Pro as a traveler. And a lot of you out there want to buy a laptop replacement, right? And you're probably thinking, is an iPad something that I can bring with me on my travels and feel like I don't need my laptop with me at all? Now, I want to dive right into that question, and the answer to that question is no. Currently, right now, with just the iPad alone, depending on what you need it for, but with the iPad alone, if you're just going to travel with that by yourself and think that you're going to use it for your everyday day-to-day laptop usage, like as a replacement, it's not going to happen. The reason why is because of the operating system, and everybody knows this. There is a problem plaguing all iPad users, and that's the file management system. That's right. So you're probably wondering, what am I talking about? What file management problem? Well, let's say for instance, my problem, I'll share my own problems here. Every time I take a video or a photo on my Canon camera, and I want to transfer that into a backup hard disk from an external hard disk, there's no easy way for me to do that unless I pull out my own laptop to plug in both devices and drag and drop so that I can back it up into the external hard disk. There's no means, or even the Files app in the iPad Pro is not able to do that currently. But Apple recently announced that they're going to do an iPad OS, which allows this feature to happen, and it behaves more like a laptop than a tablet. And it's a godsend because that's happening at the end of this year. I'm really excited for it. I've been watching a lot of videos. There is a public beta out right now for the iPad OS, and once that hits later this year, the iPad is going to be my only device, I think. Now, why do I say that? The reason why is because the processor in this iPad is absolutely amazing. It's a lot faster than my MacBook Pro 13-inch base model. How do I know that? It's because videos like this that's shot on my camera are usually filmed in high 4K content. And every time I try to edit that on my MacBook Pro, there's a lot of lag. Like playback, there's a lot of lag. Importing could be a lot of lag. But this thing just whips through it. It literally, you can just import it in, start scrubbing away, edit, cut, paste, trim, everything you can do. It just does it all really quickly. There's just no lag with it. Absolutely, the processor is amazing. Now, I'm sure you've already heard that this processor in here is a lot faster than many of the laptops in the world already, which is quite amazing for such a device that's very portable. 11-inch in the hand, it feels paper thin. It feels like I'm holding a waffle. You know what I mean? And that's the second point I wanted to make about this. When I'm traveling, the portability factor of this is amazing. Every time that I fly on a cheap flight, Air Asia, you guys know, the seat in front of you is literally this close. And so when you pull down the folding tray to try to use your laptop on there, there's just not enough space. The space is awkward. And a lot of times you have to fold the tray back up and then use the laptop on your lap and have it at a weird angle. When I used this recently on an airplane, I was able to use it with the folding tray down and the seat quite close to me, and everything was amazing. Like, the footprint of this device is so small with the typing pad. It sits like that, so you can see that the size of my face. And the keyboard is there. So let's take in comparison the MacBook, which you can see does take up more space. There's like about this much more space that you have to have on the tray just to fit this thing. And so it was a pain in the butt to try to use this on a very budget airline, whereas the iPad was the perfect size and a fast device, so I could get a lot of work done comfortably while I'm on the plane. So portability factor, this is number one. I would say number three, the major reason why I really like this thing is the design. The design of this the physical design is literally a square slab, a rectangular slab. And when you hold this device, you feel like a professional. You really do. The older iPads, they have that bubbly design, and I was never really into that. It always made me feel like the iPad was just a toy. It felt like a toy. It felt like an enlarged iPhone. I'm sorry, and that's what it never drew me to want to purchase that iPad at all. But when this one came out and the design was sleek, square, nearly bezel-less. Of course, there's a little tiny bezel. Face ID is amazing on this thing. It really works really well. It really works quickly. Every time I'll just look at it, swipe to unlock. Oh, I have to enter my passcode actually. Sorry, that's the first time. Okay, let's do that again. Face ID, look at it, and it just unlocks. There you go. That's how quickly it works. And it's accurate too. So I just really wanted to do a quick video of this iPad. I didn't want to go really into depth with it, but I just wanted to share my experiences as a traveler with the iPad. What are the main things that really stuck out to me using this iPad? And it was a joy. It is a joy to use, really it is. If you're considering buying an iPad Pro, those are maybe the same reasons why you really would enjoy this thing. I'll do a more in-depth review of the iPad later down the road. In the meantime, thanks so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed my thoughts, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Bye-bye.